Hello and welcome to DC Today Prime. I'm Del Walters. Quinette Crosby will join us shortly. It is now official. Kamala Harris now completes the Biden-Harris ticket. But as always in Washington, once one course of speculation ends, another course begins. Who fills out the cabinet and who could wind up being the angry person who didn't get invited to the prom? But first, the latest. Joining us now is our esteemed political roundtable with Jesse Holland, all of them in Washington, Thomas Dawson and Brian Woolfolk. Okay, go ahead, Jesse. Go ahead, say it. Say I told you so. Just do it. Get it over with. Lance the Boyle, go ahead. And I'm going to turn around and not listen.
There's absolutely nothing to say. Joe Biden made the choice that made sense for him. As I've been saying over and over, I never have to prove I'm right. Time proves that I'm right. So Joe Biden made the decision that helps his campaign, is going to bring out African-American voters who may not have voted in this campaign. So his selection of Senator Harris puts him one step closer to being the next president. Now, it doesn't guarantee a victory because there's still a lot of work that has to be done before the Democrats between now and November. But Joe Biden didn't hurt himself with this pick, and that's the best you can hope for out of a vice presidential selection.
Brian, as a married man, this had all the ring of a wife telling a husband, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Well, my marriage is a little different because I never get that in my house.
Then you ain't a black man. That's all I know.
No, I get it times 10, and being married to one an AKA and two a Howard alum, I'm getting it times 100 up in here. It's really bad. Y'all see me blinking my eyes? Because I'm blinking them. I need help. Now, the choice seems very obvious a day later. It seemed obvious in theory going up to the decision, but it's an obvious choice. I mean, you have someone that's elected statewide in California, a huge market, who has appeal, who has the vibrancy and energy of a candidate that Biden really needs right now. And I don't think we talked enough about that in the lead up to this. Someone who's got a sharp knife that can go after both Trump and Pence. This is a prototypically great choice for a VP pick. You know, beyond the other collateral benefits of having, diversity to the ticket and all of those other types of elements. But this is a prototypically perfect vice presidential pick. I think that you could see by, Trump's responses yesterday, they really don't know how to respond to this. This is hitting them in a way in which, it concerns them.
Let's talk about the sleeping giant that was awakened, and you actually hit on it. Your wife being a Howard University graduate and AKA. As an author, I know that I can tell you if you want to sell a book, get the AKAs or the deltas to help you out, and you will sell a boatload of books. I know Jesse will probably echo that. But tell me exactly what your wife said to you, because you went to William and Mary, the nation's first university, but she went to Howard.
Yeah, don't make that comparison, man. You get me in deeper trouble up in here. Well, I mean, it's you know, it's not even anything she had to say. I mean, like, you can see the pride, the pride bleeding off of the people that see a part of themselves in this choice. And it'll be interesting to see. And the pride is almost different than Barack Obama. It matches that, but it's a different kind of pride, tied to these institutions, tied to places that we hold dear. And, someone had to make a choice. I think part of that also is the fact that we weren't really sure that he would make that choice. And I think there's a certain gentle surprise that I think, a lot of people are enjoying the euphoria of it that goes along with the choice.
And Thomas, you went to Harvard, which will now be known as Howard on the Hill. I'm wondering what your reaction is to this pick by Vice President Joe Biden.
Yeah, definitely. So I actually went to several universities, including the HBCU, including University of Maryland, University of Baltimore.
Oh, now we hear it. Did we hear this before?
I want to say also that my wife is an AKA, and she's also a Howard alum. So there is a level of understanding and appreciation that comes with Senator Harris being selected. It's an amazing feeling. And not only does it add diversity to the ticket, but it adds an element of the understanding. There's now a candidate, with my wife being an AKA and a Howard alum, who understands my plight here in America, who will be able to resonate with that, and we hope that it's reflected in policies. And it's also on the other end, and having an older white male like Joe Biden, understanding that an African American woman from Howard can also support me and be right here by my side throughout this political journey. So it's an understanding from both ends.
I would be remiss if I didn't point out that my wife is also an AKA, but she did not go to Howard. But when we come back, we'll talk about that word that keeps coming up, and I see it in print, and I'm wondering where they came up with it, the word safe. So stay with us.